Let's move on to this. Electricity Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa says government will soon introduce measures to address the energy crisis. He was speaking at the Energy Conference in Cape Town. Yesterday, Mineral Resources and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe addressed the gathering. Senior reporter Ayesha Ismail was there today and joins us now. What transpired today, Ayesha? I mean, you have been attending the Energy Conference. What did the Electricity Minister say exactly?
Well, I must say that it was quite disappointing that there was no question and answer session, so we could not engage with the Minister of Electricity. But during his closing remarks at this Enlit Africa Energy Conference, he did talk about the devastating effect that load shedding is having on the country. He talked about health, education, businesses, and also in terms of businesses talking about the effect that it's had on the economy. He talked about the fact that just last year, as a direct result of load shedding, we lost about 650,000 jobs. And he says in 2023, that could go as high as 800,000 job losses. But just remember that we're not even talking about stage 6 here. So who knows, more job losses could happen as a result of stage 6. But this is what he had to say at that conference.
We are not appointed to lament the problem. We are appointed to resolve the problem. So I thought that I must just map what the problem is so that you have an appreciation of the dimension and the proportions of the interventions must be commensurate to our understanding of the problem statement. So the problem statement, in short, is that load shedding has got the capability of crippling the South African economy and undermining the progression of this democracy of what we term the rainbow nation. Someone was saying it's no more rainbow because we don't have rainbow colors in the dark. We'll resolve that problem as we proceed. So what are we doing? I thought this is an important part because I get to be asked the question all the time, so what is your plan? No, we're not introducing a new plan. The President unveiled what he called the Energy Action Plan last year in 2022.
Interesting choice of words there from the Minister, Ayesha. I mean, did he offer any solutions to the problems which he is talking about?
So he talked about the energy action plan and saying that they are building on that. And among those things that they're going to be implementing would be to assist the agricultural sector, because obviously we are concerned about food security. And so he's saying that government will be making more than 2 billion rand available to the agricultural sector to bolster the measures that they're already taking to make sure that they have alternative energy. And what was interesting, he was also talking about skills, and he talked about the brain drain at Eskom that led to some of the problems we're experiencing at the moment. He wants to work with the private sector in terms of bolstering skills at the at Eskom. He also talked about the fact that they want to assist people, especially the poor people, and he says that the poorest of the poor are the ones that are being hit the most by load shedding. And he used this example where he said that those who can afford, and especially rich people, are able to benefit from alternative energy by installing solar panels, whereas poor people can't do that. And he says that in 2 weeks' time, they will be addressing, or announcing rather, plans to assist people, poor people, so that they can also benefit from alternative energy. But this is what he had to say.
Then we'll also do emergency generation program. So it's inevitable we are going to go to power ship program. So essentially generation mounted on the ships. It takes them on average, as they put it, about 3 months to get it on stream. We have to get it to get those things on stream as quick as possible. Of course, we will satisfy the environmental issues. I'm talking about power ships. I'm not talking about car power ship as a company, but a solution. I think it's important that you know that, so that we're able to reduce, if you like, the stages of load shedding. There is no self-respecting country that folds its arms and watches the economy collapses, when in fact there are solutions that exist. So our intention is to protect the South African economy and over a period of time ensure energy sovereignty to the country. And when we talk about emergency power, it's not over 10 years, it's 3 to 5 years at terms that we can justify.